Now, from WYDC TV, this is Big Fox News at 10.
Good evening, I'm Scott Beadle with Big Fox News. We've seen more snow today. Yeah, the first day of spring is in just 6 days, March 20th, but winter is certainly not giving up early. A winter weather advisory is in place until tomorrow morning, and it continued to snow off and on throughout the day. Chief Meteorologist Chris Summers is here now with the latest in our Big Fox forecast.
Hey Scott, yeah, definitely still seeing some of that light snow across our area, mainly flurry activity right now. We do have that winter weather advisory in effect. The area shaded here in purple on the map is where we have that advisory till 5 o'clock in the morning. Now a little bit further to our north and east, the area in the lighter pink from Ithaca up into Syracuse, that's where we have a winter storm warning in effect where they could see several inches of accumulation. We're not really expecting too much in the way of accumulation, maybe an inch, maybe up to 2 inches in some areas. Here's a look at our future radar at 10 o'clock, still showing some of that light snow or light flurry activity, but majority of it, again, to our north and to our east. So should be getting out of our area here as we get to the next hour or so, especially by midnight around the region. Now by early tomorrow morning, it really all clears out. We just have clouds left over, but then our next little wave will come in as we head into tomorrow afternoon. So by about 3 o'clock, could start seeing a little bit more light snow in our forecast, but again, not really expecting much in the way of accumulation. Here's your 7-day forecast. Our temperatures get in the upper 30s for your Thursday, 38 degrees, but then we cool right back down into the upper 20s and a little breezy on Friday as well. Weekend looks dry and not bad for this time of year, as our high temperatures will be in the upper 30s both Saturday, Sunday, maybe upper 30s on Monday, before another chance for some light snow moves in by the middle part of next week, with temperatures staying on the chillier side, highs in the mid-30s through the next 7 days. Scott?
Chris, thank you very much. Today, high schoolers around the country staged walkouts to honor the victims of the Marjory Stoneman Douglas High School shooting and to call for stricter gun laws. The walkouts were planned to last 17 minutes, 1 minute for every person killed in that shooting. Corning Painted Post was one of the high schools with students taking part. Big Fox reporter Rachel Madej has our story.
Why are we here? Me specifically, I wanted to be here. I wanted to organize this event in order to commemorate those 17 lives right there.
We are students! We are change! We are students! We are change! We are students!
As part of the nationwide protest held today, students at Corning Painted Post High School did a walkout at 10 a.m. this morning. Some carrying signs saying phrases like "never again." One student had a picture of each of the 17 victims from the shooting in Parkland, Florida.
Right now, students have so much power. After what happened with the Florida kids really started it, and it's honestly just such an inspiration. And just coming out on this day and then just being united like the rest of the nation that's also doing this. Just because we're still in high school doesn't mean that we can't make a difference. Doesn't mean that we don't have an opinions and our opinions are wrong or unjustified or don't mean anything.
Some schools questioned how to handle the walkouts. Corning Painted Post decided that there would be no repercussion for students who chose to participate, partly because the students were so organized and cooperative.
We decided that we really want to enforce our district's code of conduct, but also at the same time allow students to have a voice and put civics into real life action.
One of the things that we were able to do, because the kids were so proactive, was they worked with administration to make plans, and when we have that kind of cooperation and that partnership with the students, we were able to make a plan that worked for everyone, that kept them safe.
It's just doing something to show that all the shootings that have happened are for nothing, and that they do teach us a lesson as a nation, and that something needs to be changed. What that specific thing is I guess what we still need to figure out.
The protest lasted exactly 17 minutes and concluded with a lap around the track. In Corning, I'm Rachel Madej with Big Fox News.
Some of the students said they received a little bit of flack from their peers about the walkouts, but when the protest was over, one of the organizers told that group to remain respectful of differing opinions upon returning to class. Police arrest a person of interest in connection with the murder of a Binghamton University nursing student. 22-year-old Haley Anderson was found dead on Friday inside a home in Binghamton. She and Orlando Tercero were previously in a relationship and went to school together. He flew to Nicaragua last Friday. That's where police arrested him yesterday. Now to a closely watched special election for a Pennsylvania seat in Congress. With most of the votes counted, Democrat Connor Lamb has a narrow lead over Republican Rick Saccone. Less than 1,000 votes separate the two out of nearly 230,000 cast. A small number of ballots are still being counted. Despite that, Lamb claimed victory early this morning.
We're practical people. We're serious people. And tonight, we celebrate regaining our voice and our vote in the great business of governing this country we love. Thank you.
You know, we're still fighting the fight. It's not over yet. We're going to fight all the way to the end. You know, I never give up.
Under state law, supporters of either candidate can ask for a recount if they believe there's an error in the initial tally. Chief Meteorologist Chris Summers is back with more on when the snow could end when we come back.
Here's your local stock market update from Big Fox.
Taking a final look at our 7-day forecast. Could still see a few flurries out there overnight tonight. Our winter weather advisory goes until 5 o'clock in the morning. Temperatures make it back into 38 degrees by Thursday afternoon. Could see another snow shower coming through late tomorrow afternoon. Really not expecting a lot of accumulation. Much colder for Friday, 29 the high temperature. Breezy as well. Deal with some wind chills on Friday afternoon. Weekend looking dry and sunny, but temperatures still chilly in the mid to upper 30s for highs. Next chance of maybe some light snow comes in early next week with our high staying in the mid to upper 30s.
Yeah, it doesn't look like the start of spring is really changing anything.
Not quite yet, no.
All right, thanks, Chris. Thanks for joining us. Have a great night.